Today, we're going to be talking about how you can find out if homeschooling is right for your family.
Hi everyone, this is Dr. Sharmila
And this is Ashile.
and welcome to our channel Parenting.
Subscribe to stay updated on all things related to homeschooling. We post new and helpful content every single week on Wednesday.
As a parent who is considering getting your child into homeschooling, the one and only question that you want to ask first is homeschooling right for my family?
And we're here to show you how you can find out. And you're going to want to stay till the end so you can see both sides of the coin, right? What are the positive aspects of homeschooling? What are the not so positive aspects? And once you know all of this, you can make an informed choice about whether homeschooling is the right fit for your family.
More and more parents these days are wanting their children to have varied experience, different type of schooling methodology, public schooling, homeschooling actually is now becoming a very, very popular choice. Once it's becoming a popular choice, it's very, very important that as a parent that you weigh out the pros and cons, and that is exactly what we wanted to throw light into, because this is what we did before we decided to put Ashile into the homeschooling system. So,
Yes.
do you want to go for or against?
I will talk about the not so nice things about homeschooling, but why don't we start off on a positive note? What are some things that you think homeschooling is like really good for?
Okay. To me, as a parent, what I saw or what I experienced first was the freedom to choose. So, not just what was given to you, but I thought that you could pick and choose from academics to personal development to various other aspects that was there in front. So, the freedom to choose was there.
Yes.
The second thing, which was very, very important to me, was because I was someone who was traveling quite frequently. I was very, very concerned about the safety, and with pandemic so happening, the safety was what homeschooling provided to me as a parent. Then the most important, I mean, everything seems most important to me, but the one thing that I really liked was the ability to choose what you want to teach and when you want it. It's not like today, if you don't feel like learning math, then you can learn it tomorrow, but you can do something else today. So that freedom was something that I really, really liked about it. And what I saw in Ashile was that her productivity actually went over the roof. I mean, I saw her doing academics, then I saw that you were doing your parenting, you were helping a lot of people. So there was a lot of increased productivity. So not just going there, finishing my homework, I'm done with it. Without that, I saw that the productivity levels actually tipped. And the next thing was building relationship. This was the first time I saw that you were able to step outside your comfort zone and start building relationship. There was a lot of freedom, but I also saw there was a lot of accountability which came in. And to me, it actually provided a lot of stability and rest. The point was, I didn't have to worry about whether your breakfast is ready, did you go to school, all of this.
Yeah.
But I knew that you were taking it at your own pace, but then it was giving you a lot more learning opportunity. So I'm a happy camper there.
Wow, well put. Look at you. Guys, I think I started homeschooling right after 10th grade. So it's been a little over a year now. And she was like 100% against homeschooling in the beginning. And well, I sweet talked her into it. And look at this. I mean, after a whole year, she has so many things to say about homeschooling and so many nice things to say about homeschooling. So sometimes you just have to take the leap of faith and trust that it'll work out.
Having said that,
yeah,
you tell me the not so good points about homeschooling.
Okay, guys. So again, okay. Well, there's good, there's bad, right? So one of the major things that I'd like to point out is that homeschooling doesn't come without its negative points. And what I want to start off with is that there is stress involved, right? Now, the first kind of stress is the peer stress, because I mean, you see, if you're someone who's migrated from traditional schooling to homeschooling, you know that your friends are still there, so you're kind of in your head and you're thinking about, oh my god, like what if I make the wrong choice, what if, you know, my friends are having fun, I'm not having fun, and that can give a lot of stress to you. And also the fact that, you know, you have to be accountable to yourself and you have to learn on your own. That might be stressful for a few people. And what else? I just think that since homeschooling isn't a very traditional way of schooling, there can be a little bit of stress involved there. And like how I mentioned at the beginning, my mom wasn't completely into the idea of homeschooling. So was that stressful for you? Yeah.
I won't even go and tell anyone that Ashile is being homeschooled. There was a lot of taboo attached to it as well.
A lot of people have a lot of opinions about homeschooling. They think it's less social. They think a bunch of stuff. Okay. So you're going to have to be prepared for a lot of opinions coming your way, because it's not the most conventional way of schooling. So that's the second point. The third point is, it actually can be pretty expensive. Now, when you're in school, you know that the school fees is the only thing you're paying. If you have to take tuition, then that's it, right? But when it comes to being homeschooled, since your child is going to spend more time at home, there are extra things that kind of add on. And that's why we recommend writing all your expenses or all your potential expenses down to see if that's manageable for your family. Now, the fourth point here is, it goes both ways, okay? The parents need to be prepared for a kid overload. I mean, from not having your kids spend too much time with you to having your kid at home 24/7. I mean, it's nice and all, but let's be honest, it can get pretty annoying, right? And the second thing, for kids, I mean, you had an escape to go to school for 8 hours and not spend time with your parents. But now, I mean, if your parents are working, good for you. But my mom actually, I mean, she works from home. So that's something that you might want to consider. But also, I think the pandemic has helped us through that as well.
Very true. It's just trained people to handle people at home. I'm just going to leave it at that.
Okay, we're going to have a talk about this later after this. Okay, now again, when it comes to homeschooling, you can do a lot of extracurricular activities. Yeah, I don't know how that's a negative thing, but yeah, you can do extracurricular activities, guys. But again, certain extracurricular activities, like attending culturals at schools, I don't know how much they take homeschoolers. But again, during the pandemic, none of these things are happening. I'm sure you can find different extracurricular activities, but I know that there are some things that are very inter-school fun that unfortunately we can't be a part of. And also, I think the last thing that I would like to leave you guys with is that prepare to deal with yourself, right? So a lot of us who are not used to being alone, just with ourselves, our thoughts, and that can get a little scary, because from being in a class filled with people, filled with noise, if you have to go to homeschooling where you're in your own thoughts, just make sure that you're comfortable being alone and by yourself. Being alone doesn't mean being lonely, but it just means that, you know, you just need to be a little comfortable with the silence of all the things. Do you have anything to say, add to that list?
Right now, we've shared everything from our personal experience. We'd actually love to learn what is it that you feel about the pros and cons of homeschooling. So make sure to leave it down in the comments below so we will read and learn from you as well.
Yes. And if you have any myths or anything related to homeschooling, any of your problems that you're facing, make sure to leave it in the comments down below as well. We'll do our best to read, respond, or even create a video specifically for that. It was so much fun hanging out with you guys today, and we hope that this conversation was insightful for you. And if it was, we'd love for you to join our family by subscribing down below for more content related to homeschooling.
So, as always, guys, we absolutely enjoyed creating this video for you, and we hope that you enjoy it as well. Till the next time we catch up, take good care of yourself. Ciao!